Congratulations. So where do you want to start?
Come on.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Easter eggs you missed in Soul.
It's my job to keep track of this stuff, Jerry.
I mean, this I gotta see. Hey, I made a song. I'm jazzing.
For this list, we'll be looking at subtle details and references that can be found in the 2020 Pixar fantasy release. How many of these did you notice in Soul? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, the partner statue reference.
Where are we?
The partner statue is a fixture at Disney parks. It depicts Walt Disney holding Mickey Mouse's hand and pointing, seemingly at all the happy park-goers enjoying themselves. Well, it appears the creators of Soul included a nod to the famous figure in the movie. When highlights from Dr. Borgenson's life play in the Hall of You, a similar statue pops up.
Okay, look, I'm sure your life was amazing and you did amazing things, but here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stand here in silence for a little bit, then we go back out, you say you tried, I go back to not living my non-life, and you go to the great beyond.
We know that the character was a renowned child psychologist, so it makes sense that the statue portrays him holding a kid's hand while showing him something on the horizon.
Is there any way to show a different life in this place?
The resemblance is uncanny, and we can't help but want to know more about Borgenson after seeing that snippet. Number 9, the Jerrys.
I'm glad to hear it. Jerry will take it from here.
Thanks, Jerry. Head right on over there to Jerry.
Thank you, Jerry.
Is everyone here named Jerry?
Jerry is definitely easier to pronounce than the coming together of all quantized fields of the universe. But why do all the counselors in The Great Before share this name? Well, it could very well be a reference to the 1997 Pixar short, Jerry's Game. It tells the story of an old man named Jerry who goes to the park and decides to play a game of chess. His opponent is none other than, you guessed it, himself. It's actually pretty intense to watch, so it's perhaps only fitting that the guide's moniker in Soul be nearly identical to the short's protagonist. Not to mention it adds to the humor and fun that the Jerrys bring to the film.
I think I'm speaking for all the Jerrys when I say thank you.
Number 8, Pizza Rat.
It's so good!
There's a scene in the movie where a rat walks past 22 and Joe on Earth, dragging a slice of pizza in his mouth. The moment is already humorous enough considering Joe's soul is trapped inside a cat's body, and he too is holding pizza in his mouth. But the choice to have this particular rodent cross paths with him is a specific one. In fact, it's seemingly a reference to the rat who went viral for carrying a piece of pizza in a New York subway station in the mid-2010s.
Here, if a rat doesn't bring your slice in 30 minutes or less, it's free.
He doesn't leave his meal behind this time, though. Already an internet sensation, Pizza Rat can now also add Pixar star to his resume.
Americans from all walks of life were inspired at this rodent's struggle to lift his own weight in pizza. And we've all been there.
Number 7, the Luxo Junior Ball.
In here.
Some Disney symbols are instantly recognizable. Chief among these is the infamous red, yellow, and blue ball that drives the story of the Pixar short Luxo Jr. The young lamp from the story went on to become a permanent fixture in the Pixar logo, but the little ball hasn't been forgotten either. It's since appeared in many films, such as Incredibles 2 and Toy Story, to name a few.
To infinity and beyond!
And now, it can be seen acting as part of a table in the background of 22's makeshift apartment in Seoul.
Here it is.
Where does it lead?
Hey, you asked too many questions. How about you zip it for a minute, okay?
Of course, its colors aren't quite the same in the film since it appears in The Great Before, but it's still clearly the iconic ball we all know and love.
I mean, this I gotta see.
Number 6, Brang.
Whoa! Woo!
Hey, take it easy, huh?
I'm sorry.
Pixar is great at using details to make viewers feel like all their different movies take place within the same universe. For instance, an ad for a company called Brang can be seen in the background when Joe and 22 are riding the subway.
Every day the same thing, day in and day out.
In Inside Out, that's the name of the organization where Riley's dad works, which prompts the family's move to San Francisco. He's actually shown in a Brang shirt as the family settles into their new home. It's a subtle crossover, but it allows viewers to envision that, across the country from Joe, Riley and her family are also making new memories.
Hey, man. Sorry.
Number 5. Promoting Luca.
Hey, I made a song! I'm jazzing!
Pixar loves to include nods to its upcoming projects within its current ones to get fans excited. For instance, in Onward, fans can find a subtle Soul Easter egg. When Barley is explaining the importance of his board game to Colt, a Dorothea Williams record can briefly be seen in the background. Of course, that's a reference to the legendary musician Joe wants to perform with in Soul. And true to form, there is a nod to the upcoming film Luca in Soul. The movie is set in Italy and centers around a young boy named Luca.
Set in a beautiful seaside town on the Italian Riviera, this original film is a heartfelt story about a young boy named Luca and his best friend Alberto.
So it's no coincidence that posters by a travel agency on Joe and 22's route promotes Porto Rosso and Luca Airlines. Number 4. A113.
Maybe you will find their spark in the Hall of Everything, where literally anything on Earth could inspire.
The Hall of Everything is so jam-packed, it's hard to know where to look.
This is the Hall of Everything.
Whoa!
But if you pay close attention, you'll see a street sign that reads A113 nestled near the Ferris wheel. It's one of the film's more subtle Easter eggs, but the number is often included in Pixar films.
Okay, I'm giving override directive A113. Go to full autopilot, take control of everything.
A113 is actually the number of a classroom at the California Institute of the Arts, where many animation greats perfected their skill. Notable alumni include Brad Bird, Michael Peraza, and Pixar's chief creative officer, also the man who directed Soul, Pete Docter. It's an understated yet touching way to pay tribute to the school that helped shape Pixar.
Find the spark.
Number 3. 2319.
2319! We have a 2319!
2319 is how human contamination is coded in the classic Pixar film Monsters, Inc. It's impossible to forget the hilarious scene where a sock stuck on George Sanderson's back triggers a red alert in the facility.
This is a 2319 in progress. The area is clear. Coming through. Watch yourself.
And it makes an appearance in Soul as well.
Though we are parting ways. I don't know. All the times I've been so close to getting to my dreams.
It's actually the subway cars number. Of course, most of us were so enthralled with the buskers' performance at this point that it was easy to miss it. Considering how, in Monsters, Inc., it meant the human world had infiltrated that of the monsters, it's easy to see a connection to Joe and 22's story. They are both souls who aren't supposed to be on Earth after all. And there's another connection between both films. Pete Docter directed them.
Love.
Number 2. The Wall of Mentors. One of the funniest running gags in the movie is 22's past misadventures with different mentors.
I've had thousands of mentors who failed and now hate me. Mother Teresa,
I have compassion for every soul. Except you, I don't like you.
Copernicus.
The world doesn't revolve around you, 22!
Everyone from Mother Teresa to Muhammad Ali attempted to help 22 get their Earth Pass. And there's a wall full of name tags belonging to icons like them to prove it. Notably, 3 Disney Legends Award recipients are included here. There's Joe Grant, who worked on such projects as Fantasia and Monsters, Inc. Also featured is Joe Ranft, who worked on such films as Beauty and the Beast and Cars. And there's Jack Kirby, a legendary comics artist credited with the creation of many superheroes that are now at the center of Marvel films. It was undoubtedly a sweet way to pay tribute to those who helped make Disney what it is today.
I miss that guy.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. An Up reference? 22 transforms their voice into that of an old man who sounds a lot like Up's Carl Fredricksen.
By the way, why do you sound like a middle-aged white lady?
I don't. This is all an illusion.
Huh?
This whole place is a hypothetical.
I could sound like this if I wanted to.
Or sound like this instead.
I could even sound like you.
Hey, let's play a game. It's called See Who Can Be Quiet the Longest.
Cool!
A Retlaw logo can be seen on a truck in the background when Joe dies. Walter backwards. It's a reference to Walt Disney's company Retlaw Enterprises. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Hall of Everything. The Hall of Everything has, well, everything. There's far more than just the A113 sign that's significant. In fact, a lot of the film's Easter eggs are here.
So where do you want to start?
Come on.
This includes the legendary Pizza Planet truck, which has been in almost all Pixar movies since its premiere in Toy Story.
Hey, gas, dude! You're talking to me.
Pizza Planet.
The infamous Pixar lamp, Luxo Jr. also makes an appearance. And when Joe tries to eat some pepperoni pizza and realizes that he can't taste or smell it as a soul, there is a tray of broccoli pizza behind him.
We can't taste either?
All that stuff is in your body.
No smell, no taste.
Or touch.
This is a nod to the hilarious scene in Inside Out where Riley is disgusted by the topping on her pizza.
What the heck is that?
Broccoli on pizza. That's it. I'm done.
Congratulations, San Francisco. You've ruined pizza. First the Hawaiians, and now you.
And that's just a fraction of the references. It's a real treat. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.